What is the best way to balance out hard work? Well, perhaps magic. I just want to pique your curiosity about magic. That maybe there is something to it. Maybe there is something you can do with magic. And the way I want to pique your curiosity is just telling you one story that recently happened to me. When my son graduated from high school and he was going to take off to go to Europe and study at the university there, I wanted to give him an experience and I wanted him to start to believe in the non-linear aspect of work.
Wow. Now this is something else. I almost don't want to disturb the peace, even with a pedal stroke.
Because work and magic, in some regards, represents two different ends of a spectrum. Hard work is something that's highly revered in our modern world. Now, working hard has some very important aspect to it. For you to be able to have the capability to work at something continuously, that's a very good quality. But that quality can also start to rule your life. That linear way of looking at existence can lead to overdoing the work, working yourself into the ground, spending way too much time on working really, really hard, and you can become a workaholic. You need to be able to understand the importance of the other things when you're not doing, when you're not focusing on achieving. One subject that interests me tremendously is the non-linear processes towards people's goals, bettering their lives. Things that in a linear fashion don't make sense, yet they happen. And we can call those processes miracles. I took my oldest son down to the Amazon jungle. I wanted him to meet a tribe and I wanted him to meet a particular shaman who I've seen making miracles happen for people. I was hoping that my son would get his miracle there so he would be able to believe that it's not just hard work that is a part of success and well-being. That the problem with non-linear tools and skills that they're non-linear. So it's very difficult to teach them. You can expose someone to a certain set of experiences and then they have to take the lead themselves and discover within their own lives the application of those nonlinear processes. So I was hoping for an event like that on our trip. And it wasn't really happening, but it didn't really matter because we were together.
Oh, wait, that's catfish. Look at your fish.
Where's the magic gone?
Let's see, first bite.
Like fourth now.
Where did it run to?
Nobody knows that on the video.
Magic is something that little kids don't question. But at one point, once we grow up, magic becomes irrelevant. Indeed, it becomes childish. Not because people practice it, simply they just believe that magic is not practical. Even though they never practiced it, they never tried it. So after 30 years of working really hard at linear processes, I also realized that there is a non-linear group of skills that it's important for an individual to dab into, to develop in their lives if they want to have this holistic health.
You're looking good, Cincy. Way to go. You came a long ways from the moment when you didn't want to wear the wrong color t-shirt.
During the entire trip, I was doing something that was definitely linear. I was reading a book from my favorite Harvard scientist and researcher, Daniel Lieberman. Daniel Lieberman's work is all about understanding the past and evolution so we can live our lives better today. And he's someone whose work I've been highly admiring for a long time. And his book that I was reading during the entire trip was fascinating to me. I loved it, and I talked to my son a lot about it. And then we arrived to a very interesting place. A place where a lot of explorers and people who go through the Amazon jungle stop and leave books behind and pick up books for themselves. There are about 400 different books. Those 400 books were left there by explorers, travelers who were going through the Amazon jungle and felt like they wanted to leave a certain book in the jungle. And I always pick out a book and I leave a book there. I told my son to just help me pick out the book, and we picked out this wonderful book. This book is quite nondescript, but somehow it was calling for me. And And I was quite excited about it because it's a book I've been planning to read for a long time, The 4-Hour Workweek. So I took this book with me and I left another book over there. Came home, and when I was unpacking, I told my wife that, sweetie, I got another book from the jungle. She knew what that meant. Moldy, broken down, soggy books, which I have a few in my bookshelf. So she was like, oh, excellent. And I pulled it up and I'm like, look, it's a really cool book. I've been planning to read this forever. And then as I was opening it to show her, I realized that there was a writing in it. And this writing is from January 7th, 2012. So it's about 10 years ago. And then I looked at the signature, and that's the moment when I was kind of taken. This book was left there by Daniel Lieberman, the same person whose book I've been reading during the entire trip. I got what I wanted. I wanted a miracle. I wanted some proof that non-linear things happen. When you believe in magic, you can bring that childish but very vital dream and hope back into your life. So of course I showed my son this note in the book, and he was quite blown away from it. He couldn't believe it. And I told him that, remember son, I wanted this trip to be about non-linear processes for you. I wanted you to have a proof, to see that things happen that can't be explained, yet they exist. I hope this video motivates you and inspires you to look at the aspect of your life which is usually not encouraged, at least not in our society. The magical, the miraculous, the dreamy, the childlike aspect of our adult life. And that connection is a good skill for anti-aging. The years start to roll back. What I'm proposing here, believe in miracles, believe in magic, and dig into it. How can you create miracles and magic in your life? And that will be good for you also when it comes to reversing those years. Miracles for anti-aging. If this resonated with you, if you found it interesting, please share it with others and also sign up to our YouTube channel. Much appreciated. Take care guys, bye.